it's Stephen here for the Idiot Quilter, and I thought I'd share with you some little experiments that I've been doing with my new Janome 15,000 Horizon embroidery machine. Now, I've been trying to embroider on a towel, and I just bought some cheap hand towels at a bargain store, and this was my first effort. Now, the bird did not turn out at all, and neither did the S. But that's because I didn't use any stabilizer on this. Apparently, you have to use a stabilizer underneath it, and then a special stabilizer that's almost like a plastic that you lay on top. And the stabilizer that you lay on top dissolves when you add heat to it afterwards. So it sews right through the stabilizer, and that will allow the threads and the loops in the towel material to flatten out rather than poke out like they did here. So here's the result of that. And so you can see this turned out pretty good. And I've removed all the stabilizer, and I've washed this already, and it washed beautifully. But of course, this towel was just my practice towel. So I decided to do another one that is not a practice. And this came out beautiful. Just pull it up here so you can see the whole design. And I use that method with the stabilizer. Now, idiot, my plastic stabilizer that went on the top, which is called, I think it's Heat and Gone, I didn't have a sheet that was wide enough, so I put 2 sheets down on top, and I had it clamped down on the embroidery hoop, but my foot on my sewing machine caught underneath the layers and pulled it up, and it made a mess of some of the stitching. So I thought I'd give it another try, but since my stabilizer wasn't wide enough, I took 2 pieces, and because it will dissolve with heat, I just very lightly, I put a pressing cloth on top of it and just very lightly touched it with the iron to give it enough heat to make the 2 pieces kind of bond together, and that avoided the gap. Since then, what an idiot I am, I have found that they make it in wider rolls. So tomorrow I'm going to get a wider roll of it, and then I don't have to do this little bonding of the 2 sheets together. So anyways, that was a bit of an idiot move, but I am learning all the time with this new sewing machine, and I absolutely love it. I'm having a lot of fun with it. So I'll share a few other projects as I learn more. Oh yeah, another thing that I did do, let me just grab it here. Sorry if this is making you sick. I can quilt using this. So I don't know if you can see the quilting on here. There it is. I just made a practice sandwich out of some material I had laying around and some batting. And I tried some different designs. There's a different one up there. Again, I know this isn't that easy to see on video. A different one up there. But I just want to see what it would do. And you can quilt a whole quilt on this machine automatically. Of course, you have to move it around to get you know, the whole coverage. But I think on my next quilt, this is what I'm going to do. And it looks very much like you've done free motion quilting. I'll show you the back. Now remember, this is just a practice piece, but there's what the back looks like. It's a little easier to see since this is a plain color. Now you will notice some idiot moves. My spacing wasn't right up here, so I had some overlap. And if you look very closely, you will see a little bit of feathering right there. It looks like eyelashes. That would probably have to do with my tension, so I'll have to play with that, although it does have an automatic tension control. And here's another idiot move. I didn't pull up my bobbin thread, and it kind of made a little knot. There's one there, and there's one right there. But, you know, all of these things take some practice and some fine-tuning, so I think it's going to work out really well.